we could have quit right now and you would have heard two great speakers. Carissa, thank you so much for being so involved in this campaign. And Claudia, thank you for being an educator. Thank you for being the principal of this absolutely wonderful school. And Claudia told me as I was coming in that because of the change in schedule, you heard the mention, you know, we were in Las Vegas last night for the debate, which was exciting and had a full house at UNLV. But my leader, Senator Reid, your senator, said we had a couple of important votes. We had a vote to try to deal with agriculture in America and have a farm bill that was going to really help family farmers more than we have in the past. And we were going to try to prevent the president from just continuing to get a blank check on Iraq. So the four of us who serve in the Senate all took red eyes back to DC. And I was there and did the voting, and then I just landed in Reno a little while ago and drove here right away from the airport. So it's great to be back on the ground in Fernley. And there are some elected officials with us and some others that I just would like to acknowledge because they have been extremely kind and coming here and being part of this. Frankie Sue Del Papo, who's the former Attorney General, and I'm so grateful to Frankie Sue because she is the Nevada co-chair for Northern Nevada and for my state campaign here, and I really appreciate everything that she's doing for me. I also want to thank Kitty Jung, who's Washoe County Commissioner, who endorsed me this morning. Thank you very much. Lena Johnson, Mayor of Lovelock, thank you very much. John Patrick Rice and his family from Elko. John Patrick Rice, thank you. I want to thank Steve Frank, the chairman of Summit Lake Paiute Tribe. Thank you so much. And the person I complained to last night about having to get on a red eye to fly back to vote is Rory Reid, who is a commissioner in Clark County and the son of Harry Reid, who's the chairman of my campaign. I said, you know, Rory, do you think maybe your dad could postpone the vote a little while? He looked at me, you know, the Reids have this way of saying, don't think so. So I'm grateful to see all of you. And I want to thank all of our precinct captains. How many precinct captains do we have here already? Thank you all so much. You know, when the Democratic Party decided that we really wanted a Western state to be part of this presidential selection process, it was an important decision because historically that hasn't been the case. And you look at all of the problems that we've got in our country. There are problems that cut across from coast to coast, from north to south. You know, we've got to do more on health care, and we've got to create more jobs. We've got to deal with energy. We've got problems that are the same, kind of along the lines of what Carissa and Claudia were saying. I think there's so much more that unites us than divides us as Americans. And I want us to start acting like that. That, you know, we once again are a United States. But it's also true that there are specific issues, and I now have for 15 years traveled extensively around our country. There are specific issues that impact some places more than others. You know, water is a big issue in Nevada. You know, so when we think about adding Nevada, we want, of course, to pay more attention to the issues that are of concern to our fellow citizens who live in the West. The way that this will work is if people in Nevada decide to participate, and it is kind of a different experience, because if it were just an election, everybody knows what you're supposed to do. You show up, you vote, you've done your part. But a caucus, which is what Nevada is going to have on January 19th, requires the kind of individual commitment that Carissa was talking about. Because you have to convince your friends and your neighbors to go to a place like this multi-purpose room and to stand up for whoever it is you're supporting in front of your friends and your neighbors. It's not a secret ballot. And that's a little different for some people. You know, Iowa's been doing it for years now, and I'm excited that Nevada's going to be joining in to do it as well. But it can't work unless people do what you're doing, which is taking time out on a Friday night, which I am so grateful for, to come and listen to people like me and draw your own conclusions, make up your mind, and then decide you'll be a precinct captain or you'll help your friend who's a precinct captain, and you'll be there on January 19th. So I appreciate very much Carissa holding up that form, because I hope you'll consider doing that. And the reason I hope you will is because I believe that this is one of the most important elections that we've had in our country. You know, I think that we are all so blessed. It's part of the American birthright to yell at your television set. You know, you hear somebody or you get discouraged about what's going on and you love to yell about how upset you are and how you don't agree and all the rest of it. That's part of who we are. We are an independent people, and we understand the importance of politics, but we also understand the frustration of politics. But we have so much to be grateful for, yet there is no guarantee that all of the blessings that we have enjoyed necessarily continue. You know, that's not the way it works. Every generation of Americans has to make a commitment to keep our country strong, to keep our economy growing, to protect our constitutional frame of government and our civil liberties and our rights, to do exactly what you heard Carissa and Claudia talking about, take care of each other, but do it in a way that enhances individual responsibility. Put that value on hard work so everybody is making a contribution, not just to their own lives, but to the betterment of us all. There's no guarantee that that just continues. We have to make it happen. And that's why this election is so critical. As I just look at this audience, I see a Korea veteran hat. I see a World War II veteran hat. And I know there are veterans from every conflict since World War II here. And that people know the sacrifice that those who serve have made. But in a real way, I think Americans are called, each and every one of us, to serve. And this election is asking us to be part of making an important decision. Because I think it comes down to whether we make a commitment to maintain the quality of life, the standard of living, and the greatness of America, or we don't. And I'm betting that we're going to make the commitment that that's exactly what we do.